No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Garoppolo gives to Breda. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here we go. Black 80! Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
We're going to 54.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Much 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
27. From the 29, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
11.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 21.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Cowboys. 56, right there, 56. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Mark 56.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire.
He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Kill. 56. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? 54. Cut.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
14 yards. Good for a Cowboy first down.
14. First down, Cowboys.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Alert 3. Out. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go.
Cowboys.
Here we go. 56. Pass. 26.
Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, 49ers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
By Michael
That's what I'm talking about.
down back at the 29-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch me.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. First down, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They go play action with Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now it's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Elliott, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, You'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Right. Check 55, Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Mike, 5-4. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, I'm coming.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.